Welcome to the Good Games Podcast, episode 191. This is a show where we talk about video games and gamer-related things. My name is Frank from Palmento, and I'm your host. And as always, I'm joined by the co-host of the show, Alex Nunez. What's up, sir?
Oh, man, I'm just real tired for no reason, but other than that, I'm pretty good, man. How's everything treating you?
Not so bad at all, man. Not so bad. It's still kind of reeling from the awesomeness of Black Panther.
Okay.
And I've just been, it's just been like this cultural phenomenon for me, man. Like it's been just awesome. I have feelings. I have feelings about the movie. I have feelings about the impact of it. But, you know, suffice to say I enjoyed it, and I'm just I'm loving all this love that's going around, you know, for this love and this representation that's going around. And, you know, like there was in the news recently that Disney donated $1 million to open like an Oakland STEM school branch. And I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. And it's just straight up just because of Black Panther. You know, I think because of Shuri specifically.
Well, and that petition that people had put out, they're like saying, hey, maybe Disney should give a portion of the profits over to, you know, the community. And then they end up doing that, which is probably far less than what they've earned. But still, something is cool.
It's like 0.1% of what they earned, but so far at least. But yeah, man, I'm just loving all this stuff. Like, I'm sure there's negative stuff about it, and the whole like the racism and like, you know, the people just not understanding how much of an impact this is because, you know, who they are, where they're from. Yeah. But I choose to ignore that, and I'm just loving all of it. So right now I'm just kind of like, I have feelings right now. So I have feelings of pride right now, but it's good, man. It's a good feeling. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I had a friend who wanted to come in town this past weekend, and I was like, hey, you want to go see a movie? And I'm like, you trying to see Black Panther? I'm like, hey, how'd you know?
Because that's the only movie I want to see.
And then they're like, okay, and then looking for tickets, like everything's sold out. Like, yep, I kind of figured, you know, the weekend and all, but, you know, still being a week out already is still just selling out.
Still sold out.
Insane.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in the burbs, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw it twice already, and I plan to see it a third time. But both times, like the first time I got tickets for it was like the minute that tickets went on sale, I was on it. And then for the second time, I still bought my tickets like about a week and a half in advance. So it's still like, yeah. And when in the theater was like packed. Still.
Right, yeah.
So it's still something, man. I think it's probably going to be like that maybe for one more week. And then that's when it'll like kind of slow down a little bit and people will start to, you know, focus on other things. Because A Wrinkle in Time is coming out soon. And I think people are looking forward to that too. Especially like off of the heels of Black Panther and you know, it being a movie led by a Black female, you know. And so, yeah. And being directed by a Black female as well. So, yeah, I'm hoping that movie does well as well. But yeah, I'm loving Black Panther, man. I just got like chills and feelings. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I feel like we should start the show before I just get too much into a tangent on Black Panther.
Actually, I wanted to ask you one quick question. Did you happen to catch Winter Brawl this past weekend?
No, actually, I was kind of incapacitated this weekend for reasons, so I did not catch any of it. What's been going on?
So I remember you mentioned last week, you know, you were looking at some high-level players in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and those two guys that you mentioned, Sonic Fox and Chris G, ended up meeting it at Winter Brawl. The first time, Chris G won handily, and Sonic Fox losers. I didn't see the match myself, but I heard that Chris G did not lose a character. So I was like, God damn.
Well, Yeah, I mean, that's understandable because at high level play, you're switching characters constantly and in different ways.
Yeah,
like you should be switching characters constantly and in so many different ways. Like there's the quick change, the guard cancel, the the supers, the comboing into from super to super, level 1, level 3 variation. So it's not too hard to imagine. You just got to basically stay on your toes. So. But yeah, if Chris G knocked out Sonic Fox without losing a character, that's pretty impressive, I have to say.
Yeah, but then
that's pretty really impressive.
The final act was that Sonic Fox met Chris G in grand finals and
he won?
Swept him.
Whoa.
6-0.
Oh.
Yes. It was insane.
I guess Sonic Fox had to adjust.
Yeah, I guess Chris G made the boy think for the first time in a long time. He was like, okay,
yeah,
let me turn the rest of my brain on.
As I thought. Nice.
Man, that boy does crazy things.
No, I've been watching a lot of matches, man. I've been watching some matches. I'll talk a little bit about Dragon Ball FighterZ a little later on, but yeah, I've been doing some stuff. Been doing some stuff. I've been getting good, as they put it. So at least I think I've been learning new things, and I'm just like, oh.
Have you seen any of the Japanese players playing at all?
No, actually, I haven't. Not really. And
because there was a whole thing with like Goichi. I think there was some tournament in Japan where he called out Sonic Fox directly before Winter Brawl, and then at the end of Winter Brawl, Sonic Fox was like, Come at me, bro, basically, at the end of it. So I think something's going down at Final Round, which is, I think, this month, later in March sometime. So
okay,
that might be interesting to watch.
That might be very interesting to watch. I want to see that. It's just like, this game is very much like a Marvel game, Marvel vs. Capcom game.
Uh-huh.
And Japan has never really dominated in those games whatsoever. So it's, I don't know, I think Sonic Fox might have a pretty easy time of it, but I'm not trying to be statistical, or I'm not trying to be like, typical.
Yeah.
But it's if history shows that the U.S. has always dominated in games of this type. So we'll see.
But hopefully. Now there's characters in the game that they actually care about in Japan. So maybe that's another factor. I don't know.
It could be. It could be. It very, very well could be. And, it's not to say that there aren't Japanese players that dominate in the versus games. I'm sure there are, to a varying degree. But it's, just historically, it's always been like U.S. has always had the versus games down, for the most part.
Yeah.
But no, it should be very interesting, especially if you called out a U.S. player specifically. I'm like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was before that whole grand final set. I think even before that weekend when that tournament was happening, I was like, okay.
Yeah. I've been watching matches. There's some pretty, I'm still really impressed by Chris G's play. I like his trunks. His trunks is so good that it makes me want to pick him up.
Uh-huh.
Use him legitimately. But I've been learning some more things at the ground level where I'm like, oh, this works. And this doesn't work. And now I'm just kind of it's kind of those memes that you see where you see the X-ray.
The expanding brain or whatever.
The expanding brain with the light show inside. It's I feel like I'm at the third or fourth level of that. I feel like I'm finding out all this shit. And I think it's I think I just need to develop my play style more. God, I feel like I'm already talking about this game, and and I had this game lined up. Well, why the fuck not? Okay, I'll just continue from here. So, we're starting the show at what we've been playing, and I'm going first. So we've already been talking about Dragon Ball FighterZ. I've been playing the game a lot. I've been practicing against people that I know because I was actually able to get more ring matches to work. We had to do a workaround a couple of times, but it's been working. And on that note, apparently there was a patch released today as we record that has apparently fixed the ring match glitch. So apparently ring matches are good now. but I haven't tried it.
Yeah, I kind of doubt that because I know they had like I think the producer put out a video before the patch
on YouTube. Yeah,
saying that there's going to be basically 2 patches. This one, and then there's another one like mid to late March that will hopefully completely resolve the issue. But
I thought it was this one was the big one, and then the one in March is going to be like a smaller one.
This is sort of the smaller one, and then the March one is supposedly supposed to be fixed for all the ring matches and all the other matchmaking issues.
All right, well, there goes that. But in any case, yes, I've been able to play matches against people that I know, and I've met some more people through, the people that I know and like friends they invite, and I've fought against some people that are like higher level than me, and I like the fact that I've been making adjustments and I've been able to take them on and beat them. And so I'm like, this is great. I'm like, I feel like I'm learning so much and I'm growing, and I like this. I like this growth. So I feel like I want to play against everybody, And again, I think I just need to develop. I'm trying to develop my play style because I'm trying to use things that like people don't normally use, like reflect for one thing.
Yeah,
I think reflect is a tool that goes very heavily underused. And I feel like it's something that can really change the game around. It's kind of like parrying in Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
It can really change the game around if you use it correctly.
Which kind of makes sense. I mean, the game is still kind of new, and people need to wrap their heads around how all the systems and stuff are going to interact with each other.
And I've been watching like videos on like specific characters, and I gotta say, Adult Gohan is stupid. Like, he is fucking ridiculous. Like, I think like people sleep on him for some reason, but people also know how broken he is, and he's stupid. Like, he's fucking dumb. Like, God, like he has Adult Gohan has like 2 or 3 pretty much infinite combos in the game that all work.
Wow.
And he also has infinite block strings in the game that all work and are pretty like legit. Like, they're you can't do anything about them, because in this game block strings are like the kind of like one of the powerhouse set of moves or things that you can do in this game, because there's no combo breaker system, and there's no like way to like actively counter a block string.
Yeah, you just gotta hold that.
You just gotta like hold. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold it down. Hopefully, you don't get mixed up.
Yeah.
Which is something I think they might need to fix. Like, they need to put like because Arc Systems Works games have always had like their burst attack is something that's like a combo breaker. So, but in all of their games except this one,
does sparking not do that when you're blocking an attack?
Nope. Sparking is not a combo breaker. Because you gotta hold that. Because like when you're when you're in block stun, you can't really do much of anything. The only thing that you can do is attack when you're in block stun. But when you attack, you pretty much open yourself up. So
yeah.
But yeah, I've seen like all these things about this game, these strats like that. The block strings cannot last more than 10 seconds, but that's a long fucking time.
Sure is.
To in a fighting game, that is a long time. Think of like average fighting game is 99 seconds, and these matches last a lot longer than that, considering, but still, it's crazy. But yeah, man, I've just been. I feel the growth. I feel like things are getting better, and I want them to really fix this ring match shit. And I want to get matches in with everyone.
What's your team right now? Who you rocking?
So I changed my B squads a little bit, but I'm still with Goku, Vegeta, and Adult Gohan as my anchor.
Okay.
And then my B squads have changed up. So I have Gotenks, Yamcha, and Trunks as my second squad. And then my third squad is Tien, Cell, and Android 21, because she's fucking crazy. And I'm thinking of building a team. I'm thinking of building a team out of Android 18 and 16, because Android 18 also super fucking ridiculous with like basically her own assists. She has like 4 different assists with Android 17, and then you can also assist at the same time with him and another assist for one of your other teammates. So,
but she only has the one assist when she's not on the field, right?
Right. So she only has if she's not on the field, she only does one assist. Like she doesn't have any variations of it. But if she's the point character, if she's the character on the field on the screen, she just does shenanigans.
Okay.
It's like crazy. So like it's basically she has the ability to call 2 assists at the same time, and it's nuts. So it's just trying to work your way around that too. Like, which assist do I call out in what situation? And man, yeah. And as far as assists go, I think Vegeta's assist has got to be the best in the game. Like his assist is like too good. And I see why people use him a lot. Not just for it, because Vegeta's a very solid character on his own, but his assist has got to be the best in the game.
You see Sonic Fox's tier list for DBFZ?
No, I didn't.
He hates Vegeta. I don't know why that is. I don't know if just a lot of people use him and he just doesn't like it, but yeah. Again, after Winter Brawl, he has a new snapback hat that he's selling that just says Vegeta sucks in the Dragon Ball Z font.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think he's salty, man. I don't know why.
He won. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. I think he's just fought a lot of Vegetas and yeah.
I think a lot of people just say that the best thing about Vegeta is the assist and not much else. But I don't know.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true at all. I mean, I don't think, man, you see, that's why I want to get good. I want to get good and show people. Vegeta is very, very, very good. He's super solid. His assist, yes, his assist is probably the best in the game, and that's hard to deny. It probably is the best thing about the character, but the thing is, it does not mean that Vegeta is not a good character, because he's fucking insane. But he also has a lot of variety with his reach and his attacks, like his attacks within combos. So the fact that he can like hit just his fireball with special move alone creates a lot of variety and creates a lot of like time for you to think of what to do next. So, and I think that's, but basically that is his assist. So that's the assist that he does. So, it creates a lot of options for you, that one move. Yeah. I think Vegeta's super solid, but I don't think Vegeta doesn't suck. I completely disagree with that.
All right.
But yeah, I've been playing some more Dragon Ball FighterZ. I am going to probably take the plunge, and I'm probably going to get it on PC because I know a lot of people that play it on PC. And I'm going to play it both on here and on PS4. So let's go.
I think they might have also like fewer network issues on PC, at least from what I heard.
This is true. Yeah. Yes, this is true. The people that were telling me, because the reason, like, people were like, hey, I play on PC, and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know a whole lot of people that played on PC except for you and some other people, but then that number grew considerably in the past few weeks. And then, I'm like, so are there still issues with the ring match over there, on PC? And they're like, no, well, like kind of, but there's definitely a lot like, less connectivity issues. Like there's hardly any disconnects. You get matched fairly quickly. And, ring matches have a better success rate there than on PS4. So I'm like, okay, sure, why not? So I'm hoping that is the case. But yeah, I'm probably going to take the plunge and get it on PC as well, just so I have more people to play against.
Wow.
Yeah.
Truly devoted.
Yes. Yeah, this is becoming an obsession. It really is. It really is. I've got 6 months to practice, man. Mm-hmm. Well, now 5. I've got 5 months to practice, to prepare. Because I'm not trying to play around with this, man. I am not trying to play around with this. So,
oh man,
yeah, man. But yeah, I feel like that's all I really did want to say about it. I've just been trying to get better at the game, and I've had some really good matches with certain people, and I just hope to have more good matches. I've been playing casual match for the most part because ranked, I'm like, I don't care. you know, but casual match, like they still match you with people that are kind of close to your level.
And you can select to match up with people higher than your level too, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that is pretty much what I'm going to start doing now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I want to get bodied, but then I feel like I learn.
Like a true Saiyan.
Little by little. Yeah. Little by little, I learn. I want to get bodied, but when I get bodied, I learn. But I just don't want it to be like that I learn specific to that particular person that's playing. Like, you know, I just want to like learn overall, like what to do, what not to do, and what I need to remember to start doing, like reflecting or, you know, comboing, doing regular combos into specials, or starting to do the double, triple air combo sequence that apparently was discovered like week 1. And I was like, what? I had no fucking idea. But yeah, man, learning stuff, using projectiles more, like just the special button, just using those more. 'Cause those are very, very versatile.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't use those. And I'm like, I should really start using those. They're in the game.
Gotta use the whole buffalo, man.
More possibilities. Yeah. You got to use every fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of those things, man. But yeah, I do wish this game had a combo breaker system of sorts, because pretty much once you get touched, it's over. You know, it's like, damn, you either get like 70% comboed or you get like 3 solid combos. You get comboed like 3 solid times and the character is dead. So this is why you need to be switching constantly.
Yeah.
So at least if you're playing the game, I think like sort of the right way. But, you know, then again, there are people who just prefer not to switch. And they feel like, you know, their point character can take out like 1 or 2 characters on their own. So
yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, man. I just really like this game. And then there's assisting too. Like I've been using assists, and it's great. It just adds so much more to the game.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I feel like that's all I really wanted to say about Dragon Ball FighterZ. I will be talking about this. It'll be like, you know, Evo Watch. I'll be talking about this for straight up through August.
All right.
You know, pending anything, you know, bad happening or whatever. But yeah, I'll be playing this game a lot.
I need to play more, man.
Yeah, you do.
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, again, I talked about it last week, but yeah. Hopefully I can get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's it for you know, Dragon Ball FighterZ. What have you been playing, man?
Actually, your Dragon Ball talk reminded me that I've still been on my Street Fighter grind in the background. So that since I can't play Dragon Ball, or I don't have any drive to play Dragon Ball, I just, you know, keep going at it in Street Fighter. But I'm on like the verge of platinum. I'm almost there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, just slowly climbing those ranks, man.
Okay, look at you.
Yeah, but other than that, I did finish The Fall Part 2, Unbound, which I talked about pretty much in depth last week. Actually, as soon as we finished recording, or I guess sometime while we were recording, they put up the patch that fixed the issue that I was having, that stupid progression bug. So, like, literally, as soon as we stopped recording, I was like, oh, this thing is fixed, and I booted up the game, and then I beat the game because I was, like, half an hour from the end of the game already at that point. So I was like, all right, cool. So I got to see the end of it. It was cool. I think overall, I enjoyed the game. But again, I still don't love the aspects of like the quote unquote video game part where they put in like the Metroid-esque level layout, and just the combat is, I don't know, it's like such a weird decision why they would expand that out, because I get the core of the game is that adventure game, sort of like story based and puzzle solving sort of thing, and then shoehorning in the combat, which isn't great, is sort of a bad look. And I still can't get over why you would, you know, use like a sort of like stamina system for like shooting a gun. Like, why? Just do what every other game does and like let me run out of bullets and then reload. And that serves the same purpose. I don't understand why to have this energy thing that prevents me from jumping and avoiding obstacles, but like whatever. Actually, that reminds me too, there was at one point a like final boss, because throughout the game you're just fighting these other like dark blobs, and then the final boss is this humongous dark blob, and I didn't at first understand what the whole boss fight entailed, because you can't shoot the big boss directly. He just spawns like little guys, and then you can, I guess in a sort of Metroid Prime way, you can like switch visors, so to speak. There's different terminology for what's happening there, but basically you're like switching the scene, and then you have to do that in order to progress to the boss fight. But it wasn't like 100% clear what I was supposed to do when I was doing it, so thankfully it only took me one cycle to figure it out. But yeah, it's just I don't know, just that is like my one hang up on the game. Like it's good. I enjoyed it for the story, for like, you know, the sci-fi aspect of it, the questions it raises and kind of delves into in terms of like how AI can almost in a way break from their rigid programming and kind of expand. And it's the whole thing is, I find it intriguing, and it's a very similar theme from the first game. They build on it here, but there's also, you know, some bad video game stuff that they added in there. They're not really great at it, but what the core of what I loved in the first game is still present, but it's just, you know, it's mixed in with this other stuff that I don't necessarily love. But overall, I did have a good time with the game. It was cool. And I guess I look forward to part 3 whenever the hell that's going to come out, because they've also, I think when they were making the first game or when they put it out, they said like, hey, this is going to be a trilogy. I'm like, okay. It took 4 years for part 2 to come out, so I don't know. So I'll be on the lookout for that. But other than that, I was shocked to find out, Frank, that the guys that made Hidden My Game by Mom and Hidden My Game by Mom 2 have a whole bunch of games on like the App Store. I was like, okay, wait, what? I don't know. I think the Google Play just like had some recommended stuff on the feed there, and I was like, that icon looks familiar. And then it's the little sister or the older sister from those earlier games that I played. And this game that I played was called My Brother Ate My Pudding. So I guess they I don't know if they just hired a proper localizer, because it's like that title is grammatically correct, which again I don't 100% love. I love that little like charm from Hidden My Game by Mom. That's a great title. I don't know why you would want to mess with that, but Nintendo did when they brought it over to those systems. But yeah, it's like the same concept. It's just a whole different premise. I thought I was going to play as the sister, but instead you're still playing as the little brother because you ate your sister's pudding and she found out. Now she wants to beat you up. So each scene is you basically running into a room and being like, okay, how do I hide from my sister? And then you just interact with things, and it starts off pretty simple like the other games. Like I think one of the first scenes is like you run into a room and there's a bookshelf with a bunch of books on it. And you can tap on the books to drop the books on the floor and create a big pile. And if you tap on the bookshelf, the boy hides in the bookshelf, but, you know, he's pretty easily visible. So a sister comes in and points him out and you lose. Or what you could do is hide yourself underneath the books. And then she doesn't see you because you're underneath a carpet of books. And you win. And then you go on to the next thing. And it just gets like fucking more surreal from there. Like one of the last ones I did, there's a room with a refrigerator and then there's a plate on the floor. And then in the next room next to that, there's a fucking giraffe there. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? So you go in the refrigerator and you get like a carrot. And then you put the carrot on the plate. And then the giraffe comes down to eat the carrot. And then you're supposed to tap on the giraffe's head so that you can ride the giraffe, because, you know, the giraffe is mad tall. He goes up above the screen and the sister's like, okay, nobody's here. Cool. I'm going to go and see where the hell my brother went so I can beat his ass. And then you come back down because the giraffe brings you back down. And this game is fucking ridiculous. And yeah, I was just surprised that there's like so many of these things. I was like, what the hell? Why didn't nobody tell me? God damn.
Oh boy, I feel like you're about to go into a hole.
I'm afraid so, Frank. I'm going to try and abstain for a little bit. I don't want to just, splurge, because like the premise is, again, the game is like the same pretty much. It's just the scenes are kind of different and unique and moved around a little bit, but it's still cool. I think that they're still doing these and pumping these out there. It's a little nice bit of absurdist humor that I really enjoy. So yeah, those things are still happening. But yeah, I played a little bit of that. My Brother Ate My Pudding, and I'm sure it's out on other mobile devices as well. Maybe they bring it to the Switch too. I don't know. Who knows? But that's actually pretty much all I've been playing. Not a lot this week.
Okay. That's all right. So I guess let's go to headlines, right?
Yeah.
Because
news is happening and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about this time around. So we are going to go into headlines, and before we do, please go to innercitygeeks.com so you can follow along with us in the show notes for the episode. That is this one. So first up, like super surprising, all of a sudden today, as we record, and by the time you're listening to this, so Square Enix just was like, hey, everyone. So we just decided to release Chrono Trigger on PC. And I'm like, what?
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm like, really? Chrono Trigger?
Like the best game ever? What?
Like, you guys serious? Like, are you guys serious? Like, yeah. So Chrono Trigger is going to be out on PC right now. Mm-hmm. Everybody's like, fuck. So of course, everybody like ran and gathered in grand fashion to see how this game is. And yes, it is true. Chrono Trigger is available on PC for $15. It's available on Steam and on, all those other PC outlets, like the Windows Store, Microsoft Store, and stuff like that. But unfortunately, well, before I get to the unfortunately, so there's also a limited edition version of the game that's available until April 2nd. And so with the limited edition, you get like you can download some music, some from the soundtrack, and you get PC wallpapers, and so the game is Chrono Trigger is widely regarded as one of the best RPGs of all time, if not the best RPG of all time, and one of the best games of all time. If not, it's probably, I'd say it's one of the best games of all time.
Yeah.
So getting to the unfortunate part. So the version on Steam that's being released is a port of the mobile version.
No.
And
why?
The mobile version was obviously suited for mobile devices in retrospect, mm-hmm. But the Steam port, being a Steam port of a mobile game, has not been well received. Like, surprisingly, if you go to the Steam store and you look at reviews for Chrono Trigger, a fucking classic Chrono Trigger, it says mostly negative, and I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. Like, are they serious? But if you look at some of the reviews and the complaints, and you see some screenshots for comparison, kind of justified, because they basically tried to. They didn't even try to up-res anything from the mobile port. They just straight up ported it over, and it's like, all right. Now you're gonna play this game with shitty resolution on a giant screen, a giant monitor screen that you might use, or that's much larger than your average phone,
and with the touch buttons still drawn on the screen,
still
the whole time.
In there. It's like, and I'm like, so then I'm like, oh my God. So I'd say without playing it myself yet, but I'd say it's fairly justified by what you've seen. It's really unfortunate too, because they had a chance to fucking knock this out of the park. Like, they could have made they could have come back into the limelight with this, but they could have really improved on it.
I can't say I'm surprised, because I think they did the same thing with the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy games. Like, they just brought over the mobile versions of those onto Steam, and I'm like, why? Who asked for this? Nobody.
I don't know. I don't know. They figured we reached a much bigger market with the mobile versions of these games, so let's just put the same shit on another platform. And no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work this way. But I was excited until I was like, ooh. So uh-huh. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good with have the SNES Classic and Raspberry Pi, so I'm okay. I'm okay with those right now.
Or get the Nintendo DS version, which is pretty good.
which is actually pretty good. And also the game also does come with the DS version's bonus dungeons.
Oh, so, right, yeah.
So you get that along with the game as well, but still,
yeah, still got version. A shit sandwich.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
some nice pieces of bread, even toast if you want, and then just shit in the middle of it. So I don't know. Do you have any other thoughts on this?
Just stay away. Just stay away.
Damn. For Chrono Trigger, never thought I'd hear that in the same sentence. Stay away from Chrono Trigger.
There are better ways to play this game. I'm sure you know how.
There are. Totally. Because seriously, god damn it. So, yeah. All right, so moving along. And in other news, so ReedPOP actually acquires USgamer, Eurogamer, and more. So ReedPOP is the event organizer that runs they run PAX as far as gaming goes, but they also run New York Comic Con, C2E2, and other comic conventions around the nation. And so they announced that they acquired the entire Gamer Network roster of websites, including USgamer, Eurogamer, and so on and so forth. So this was kind of, I don't know. This was kind of, I don't know,
surprising for me.
Yeah, I was surprised to learn that they ran PAX.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
And then no, I knew that, but it's just when it happened, when it happened, I was like, oh, ReedPOP, okay. But then, now it seems like they're gonna kind of try to corner more of a gaming convention market, and they're trying to go after what they can. And it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise considering, but still, it's a good move. I think it's a good move, but it's very surprising.
Yeah, because they mentioned here that Eurogamer runs, I guess, EGX, which is a big convention out in the UK. But
right.
I guess the bigger concern is, or the bigger surprise is, that they bought up the editorial sites as well that they all do, and they have a bunch of well-regarded websites like Eurogamer, and they do Digital Foundry and USgamer and Rock Paper Shotgun and Industry.biz. I'm like, God damn, this
Digital Foundry. Yeah,
those some big gets.
Yeah. So it's definitely a great strategic marketing move, business move, and I was just like, oh, okay. So they say that the ownership of Gamer Network begins immediately, and the people, the staff that actually work at Eurogamer, USgamer, the other publications, they say that it's business as usual at the website. So it's not like a hostile takeover or I don't know. ReedPOP has usually been they've been pretty hands off when it comes to things like this. You just kind of know them as the people that run the show, but they let everyone do what they want. So yeah,
I hope so, man. Yeah, because the memory of one apocalypse is still fresh in my mind. I will never forget. Because goddamn. So yeah, whenever another company buys up all these other editorial sites, I kind of get a little concerned as to what the state of those sites and publications are going to be in the future. So hopefully everything stays good in the long run, but I guess only time will tell. But yeah, still, I don't know. I still find it very strange. Why does ReedPOP want to get into editorial?
Yeah, it's weird. It is surprising. It's kind of jarring, but hopefully it's for the best.
Maybe just to diversify their portfolio or something. I don't know.
Diversify their bonds.
Get them ad dollars.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just a matter of growth. Growing and stuff. And they have the money to do it. They have the resources to do it. I mean, if they can run Comic-Con somewhat decently. I don't even know how much of it they're even involved with, honestly, because Comic-Con is just fucking something that just goes off the rails all the time. But, but they can run smaller, different genre things as well. So
yeah,
I'm hoping it's for the best.
I hope so too.
But, yeah. But all right, so moving on to the next headline. So this is pretty big. So after months of controversy, the ESRB will add in-game purchases label to games. What does that mean? So basically, that means every single game that has that you can purchase something from the menu, straight from the menu, that you have to pay real money for said purchases, will now have an in-game purchases statement added to the label on every single game. Basically, it's going to be every single game from here on out. So they said the label will apply to bonus levels, skins, surprise items like loot boxes, music, virtual coins, and other forms of in-game currency, subscriptions, season passes, and upgrades. And yeah. And the next thing that says, you might be thinking, won't this label apply to just about every modern video game? The answer is yes, probably. So
it's an epidemic.
So yeah, it's, I honestly can't think of a game now that doesn't have DLC or microtransactions or like in-game stores.
Probably smaller games.
You know,
like actually the Fall Part 2, there's no fucking DLC for that game.
Nothing?
Nope. That's just standalone.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you can earn stuff like in-game, no problem.
There's no earning.
Oh, there's nothing to earn.
Just, it's like the old-fashioned video games of old. We know when we were kids.
Shit.
You just put in a game and you play it and it's over and then that's it.
Wow. what an experience.
Uh-huh.
I miss those. It was good times. I miss those times.
I know, right?
Yeah, I really do. But yeah. So they also say that the label's not designed to warn adult gamers that a game might contain microtransactions. It's designed for concerned parents buying video games for their kids. And I'm like,
parents that don't bother
really?
to educate themselves about what the hell it is they're buying or what their kids are into. I feel like they're patronizing like all these parents. Parents need simple information. We can't overwhelm them with a lot of detail. I'm like, oh God, you're straight up calling them stupid. Some of these parents are. Come on. Plus, all the stuff the kids are doing is going so freaking fast. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some parents out there that still don't know what a dab is. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
True.
Just lost.
Like, that shit is fire. That's what? What's on fire? No, it was fire. What do you mean it was fire? Like, what are you talking about?
Isn't Fit the new thing?
Yeah. God. It's not that I can't keep up. I don't want to. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. There's a little more detail on like, the media releases on this very subject and statements regarding. But I mean, I don't know. Do you think this is necessary for them to do something like this? I mean, it's going to be done, but what do you like personally? Do you think it's like necessary for them to say this game will contain in-game transactions or like in-game purchases?
Yeah, I think it is absolutely necessary because if not, and this has already, I think, started a little bit because I think Hawaii was getting the ball rolling, but like, government intervention might come into play. Like they might put in laws saying like, this needs to be curbed or something. So it's better that the ESRB, which is, independent and, in the games industry, they try and do their own self-policing on this. Like this is similar to like the ratings on video games back in the 90s. Like it was a similar conversation back then. I think it's just this game purchase stuff is an extension of that, just trying to warn people of maybe potential predatory behavior on these games in terms of like, hey, you might be signing up for some extra purchases in your future to get some stuff that your kids would want. But I think, yeah, this is them trying to curtail any kind of government intervention in the future that might be already starting to occur.
Okay.
And hopefully this helps. I think my biggest question too is like what the actual label looks like. Like how?
Yeah, they don't have anything here showing what it looks like, so I'm kind of curious myself.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just going to be another big ass thing like the existing like rating on there, or if it's just
like rating,
or like a sub thing under there, like you know how they have like Comic Mischief and all those other categories for what exactly is in the game.
It might be that. It might be under that actually. It might be like this game may contain blah blah blah, and it will say also will contain how do they put it in-game purchases.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, I think it might be a part of that because I was thinking like, wait, if it's like E for everyone, and then like right under that it'll have like in-game purchases, but I'm thinking it's more like it'll be a part of that. It'll be a part of those like categories, like the disclaimers.
What if it's like an asterisk at the end, except it's a giant $sign, so it's $E$. Yo,
it'll be like a key. It'll be like a key $sign equals in-game purchases. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's different. I just hope this isn't something that comes back to bite them in the ass somehow.
Yeah, I hope so.
This is
or I hope
this
not.
This is just something that okay, cool. We'll just have to see how that works out because I mean, we're like as gamers, we all kind of already know it comes with the territory that you can like pretty much in game you can purchase something within like almost every game.
Yeah.
But, I guess there are people that aren't in the know or they feel the need to, inform everyone that this is another thing that is in the game. So
yeah, I heard something not too long ago that I think Activision, they earned $4 billion in revenue just off of microtransactions. I was like, holy shit.
That's crazy talk.
It sure is.
Crazy talk.
But that's where we're at right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's been the age of games forever. Not ever, but for the past
5 years.
I want to say like 8 years, like since 2010.
Even before that, I think. Well, no, actually, yeah, because the first time I really noticed it was like Mass Effect 3, and I think that came out like 2012, and I think that ball got rolling like just a little bit before because I know EA started the whole thing with their I forget what they call it. They're like trading card thing in FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like the beginning of all this. And now everybody's doing it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But all right. So moving on to other news. So the DICE Awards were recently, and Nintendo won big at the DICE Awards. And especially for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, it took like 4 awards, I think. Was it 1, 2, 3,
4.
3 awards. 4 awards. It took him 4 awards. And yeah, so Breath of the Wild took home Game of the Year. Took home Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction, Outstanding Achievement in Game Design, and it took home Adventure Game of the Year. So that's cool. Mario Odyssey took home Outstanding Achievement in Sound Design, which I was like, oh, okay. I would have thought like Hellblade would have taken that home. But yeah, Nintendo, the one game like pretty much like took home like the major awards, and it took home the most. And in every category, so that's good. They have a listing of the games that won the awards in the categories here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but other Nintendo games that also won awards were Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Racing Game of the Year, Metroid Samus Returns won Handheld Game of the Year. Fire Emblem Heroes won Mobile Game of the Year, and Mario Odyssey, as mentioned before, won Achievement in Sound Design. So, congrats to Nintendo. Cuphead took home a few awards too. Actually, took home 3 awards. So took home second most in categories. So yeah,
Horizon cool. Zero Dawn's up there too with a couple under their
took
belt.
Home 2. Yeah, 2 awards, and then
PUBG, is in there. Online gameplay.
And Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle took home Strategy Simulation Game of the Year as well.
That's crazy.
So that's another Nintendo game that took home award.
Where's XCOM 2, DICE? How dare you?
Yeah, I mean that's what you get. That's what you get. But yeah, so congrats to Nintendo. They once again showing that. I mean, fuck, the Switch and Breath of the Wild are almost a year old now. You know.
God damn, it's not even a year yet. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's right it's gonna be a year like tomorrow by the time you're listening to this, you know?
Just around the corner.
So yeah, it's right there. So it's so it's going pretty strong. Pretty strong. So yeah.
Yeah, now we ask, can they keep that momentum going in the next year?
I don't know. It's hard to kind of tell. I mean, they released like their two heavy hitters like early.
Yep.
You know, they released Zelda and Mario early, and now it's like, well, we have Metroid and Metroid Prime 4, and we have, I mean, what else is there?
But
Smash Brothers.
Wait, did they say Metroid Prime is coming this year? I forget. I don't think it's coming out this year.
I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think so. But Smash Brothers is supposedly, there's a rumor that there's a Smash Brothers game coming to the Switch, but this year. But it's most likely going to be a port of the Wii U version.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, honestly, the reason why most people still have a Wii U to this day is because of Smash.
Yep.
And yeah. So, but they say supposedly this year there's going to be a Smash Brothers game, and it's probably going to be a port. I mean, that's why they, had the update that you can play games with the GameCube adapter now and stuff like that. So I'm sure that's a big reason why.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, cool. Congrats to Nintendo. So moving along to other news. So Metal Gear Survive. Ugh.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Survive actually had something pretty cool that was discovered. So Metal Gear Survive actually includes a hidden shout out to Kojima Productions. And not sure if this was a coincidence, but in the opening cutscene of the game, there is a well hidden reference to Kojima Productions. And basically, if you look at the last names or the code names of the roll of like a muster roll on a sheet, the list spells out KGP forever, and that's pretty cool. And KGP obviously stands for Kojima Productions. And I think that's pretty cool, but the names are listed as KIA. And, obviously if you're aware of what went down and was it 2015? It was 2015, with Kojima Productions and with Hideo Kojima and Konami. It's kind of nice to see that this was put in there somehow.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure it could be, it could not be a coincidence, but it's like, I'm wondering who's responsible for that, letting, and Konami letting that slip through, but
yeah, because
it probably wasn't meant to be found.
No, I'm sure it was meant to be found. They wouldn't put it up in plain sight like that. But yeah, it seems cool. I'm pretty sure not everybody that was on the Kojima team made it out of Konami. So it's cool to see some of those guys that are still there are fighting the good fight, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're forced to make a zombie game in the Metal Gear universe and I know Konami is kicking themselves that they didn't just do a Battle Royale game in the Metal Gear engine, but that's probably next year. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a cool thing that they did to show solidarity. Like, hey, we're still here, and
I see what you did there.
Yeah, hell yeah. I didn't even realize what I did until you mentioned it. So all right, I'll accept full responsibility for that.
Yeah, that was a good one. So, yeah, it's it's cool. It's a nice little nod to Kojima. I wonder if he knows about this, or knew about it, or cares.
Well, I'm sure he knows now.
But yeah, it's pretty nice. So I'm wondering if anybody else spotted it that is listening to the show. So all right. So moving along. So to our last headline. Woof! Finally, right? So, Life is Strange Before the Storm, actually, remember there was a bonus episode that was supposed to come out for it, and the release date has been announced. So the episode is going to be released March 5th, and it's going to be released at different time frames and around the world, but basically the same time. So,
that's how time works in the world, Frank. Yeah.
Yes. So here on the East Coast, it's going to be released at 12 p.m. Eastern and 9 Pacific, and so on and so forth. So, so it's going to be, the episode is already, if you already have the season pass for Before the Storm, it's going to be packaged in, and just be excited for that. I'm kind of excited for that because I'm glad that the original voice actors are coming back.
Yeah.
For it. And also, as kind of per status quo, the physical release of Before the Storm is going to be coming out soon after. They don't have a set release date for that yet, but that's how it was for the first game, where you got like the entire package, like a special edition and stuff.
Right.
So they have a vinyl edition also, that's a vinyl limited edition that's also going to be coming out for the game as well. So yeah, it's I'm looking forward to. I remember I did say I was not very impressed with Before the Storm. I thought Before the Storm was decent, but I am looking forward to Farewell because I want to see like how shit goes down with Max and Chloe.
Okay,
so yeah, I don't know. I know you haven't played Life is Strange. What are you waiting for? God damn it, play it.
I've got literally dozens of other games that it's just...
I know.
Fucking the anxiety, man. I'm like, I have so many things to play, and the decision of which one to play is just so hard. I'm like, which one do I do? Do I commit to this or that? I'm like, I could spend some time more doing this, and it's a bad scene all around.
Yeah, no, I hear you. That's why I'm kind of glad that I registered for Evo, because it's like, now I can actually focus on one game for a while.
Yeah.
Because I could kind of like forget about the other games for a while. And then like, when that is all said and done, I can come back and I can like get the anxiety again.
Yep.
So.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. That's it. Gonna about do it for headlines for this week. And we're going to move into new upcoming releases, and Alex is going to go ahead and take us through what we can look forward to for this coming week. So please go ahead.
Yeah, so for this week, the week of February 27th, first up we've got something I'm excited for is Never Stop Sneaking. It's finally making its way to the PC. It's
nice.
Been out on Switch, and I want to check this thing out because it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, that game looks pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's a very on-the-nose parody of old Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Straight from 1998, but yeah, I definitely want to check that out. Also out this week
Holy shit, Metal Gear Solid is 20 years old.
Holy shit, god damn it. Frank, we so old.
That crazy? Yeah, this is fucking crazy, man.
God damn.
Yo. I shouldn't have mentioned that. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So while we're doing that, also this week is Vicious Attack Llama Apocalypse for the PC. I probably shouldn't even mention this, but Chrono Trigger is also out on PC. Don't buy. Don't.
I cannot believe I'm saying that about Chrono Trigger, man. For real.
Chrono Trigger is a great game, except the Steam version that they just put out is garbage. Just don't do it.
Trash.
We've also got Crypt of the Serpent King for PlayStation 4, Gravel for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, Helmut, the Badass from Hell for PC, Heroin Anthem 0, Episode 1 for PlayStation 4, Immortal Redneck for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, Into the Breach is out for PC, Jetto Mero, Hero of the Universe for PlayStation 4. Moss is out for PlayStation VR. Mulaka for PS4, Switch, and PC. Outlast Bundle of Terror is out for Switch. Payday 2 is also out on Switch, but I think it's a similar situation to Chrono Trigger where you probably shouldn't get the Switch version because it's missing a bunch of like extra content and probably some other stuff, so probably pass on that. We've also got Puyo Puyo Tetris on the PC. Holy shit. I might just pull the trigger on that. I don't know.
Do it.
Rift Star Raiders is out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Oh.
Shiny for PlayStation 4. Timothy vs. the Aliens for PlayStation 4. The Blob 2 is coming out for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Bridge Constructor Portal is out for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Darkest Dungeon Crimson Edition is out for Xbox One. Deep Rock Galactic is out for Xbox One and PC in-game previews. Sort of an early access deal for that, so that's what's happening with that game. We've also got Little Hidden City for PC, Where the Water Tastes Like Wine for PC, A Normal Lost Phone for the Switch, and Bulb Boy for PlayStation 4. We've also got a handful of Friday releases this week as well, starting with Gridmania for the Switch, Mulaka for the Xbox One, Pit People for Xbox One and PC, and what the hell is happening? Turok is coming out for the Xbox One.
But not only that.
Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, also for the Xbox One on Friday. And those are your Friday. I'm very confused, Frank. What the fuck is going on? Who's asking for this stuff? Why? Just why?
Yo, Turok was supposed to be like GoldenEye, man. But GoldenEye, Turok was a comic first, but like Turok was supposed to be like another GoldenEye like spinoff, but like a clone.
Yeah,
you know. Whereas Perfect Dark was like a direct like spinoff of GoldenEye, whereas Turok is like, here's another GoldenEye game, but
shoot dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah. Yep. That's Turok.
Oh boy. All right, so that's it for the new releases. But seeing as it is the beginning of yet another month, we've got games with gold for you for the month of March 2018. So if you have an Xbox Live Gold subscription, you can grab Trials of the Blood Dragon for the entirety of March 1st through the 30th for the Xbox One, and Super Hot. You can grab that for the Xbox One between March 16th and April 15th. You can also get Brave the Video Game, based on the Pixar film, from March 1st through the 15th for both Xbox One and 360. And finally, Quantum Conundrum, I think that was made by Kim Swift of Portal fame. That is available from March 16th through the 31st, again, for both Xbox One and 360. But that's going to do it for all our new releases and everything this week.
All right, so that means we are done with this episode. So before we officially go, we would like you to visit InnerCityGeeks.com, which is where we're located and where we have a bunch of stuff sometimes regarding everything geek. You can listen to our episodes on our YouTube channel. It's just another place you can listen to us. You can also, while you're there, you can also subscribe to us too, so then you just get regularly updated when we release new episodes, and that's weekly at this same day. And the YouTube channel is called Good Games Podcast. So yeah, that's just another place you can go to. And you can also listen to us on iTunes, where you can leave us a review. Leaving us a review is the best thing you can do for us. Whether you like the show, whether you don't like the show, just let us know what you think so we can kind of adjust accordingly. You can also listen to us where all podcasts are available to be listened to. And if you're going to do any kind of Amazon shopping, just go to InnerCityGeeks.com first, and there's going to be an Amazon banner on the right-hand side of the page. When you click that, it'll take you to Amazon, buy whatever it is that you were going to buy, and then a little bit of that will come back towards us so we can provide more show and more content just for you. You can reach us on all the social media outlets, mainly Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at InnerCityGeeks. The Twitter for this show is at Good Game Podcast, and you can also email us at goodgamespodcast@gmail.com. And that is going to about do it for this one. We're going to be back next week, as usual. And we're going to say goodbye. So goodbye. And as always, we say good games, everybody.
Good games.